Hello, everyone. It is Aviva Rose back with Aspien Awareness. And today I'm feeling called to share a channeled practice that came to me this morning that is a combination of a few different practices I've been exploring. But the way they're all coming together in this practice, which I'm calling eARTh Pace, feels really powerful for multiple reasons, which I'll get into. I'm also dedicating this practice to my spirit uncle Robert because today is his birthday and I've been blessed to share in his space. And he's a singer, and part of this practice is about deep breath in the diaphragm, and he's the person that taught me about that breathing technique. I'm with his sister Juliet is over here, but she can say hi. With the Buddha.
Yes.
Hi.
All the Buddhas. There.
Okay. So we're all practicing together. So first I'm gonna explain, not in depth, but a little bit about each movement in this practice and what it means to me. But when you do your version of this, something else might come to you, and another meaning might emerge for you, and another way of doing this might come to you. And if you're honoring yourself, that's absolutely okay. So, the way this practice works, it has 3 parts: resting, receiving, and giving. And all 3 of these aspects, which are the aspects of life, are embodied through a different kind of breath. And it's very simple, but also powerful. So part 1, I kind of think it's actually better to begin with the exhale. So maybe just take a deep breath in, exhale, and then you're going to pause and just be. And you're pausing. I pause for a count of 6. And in the pause, my goal is to be still, but I don't have to be physically still. I can move in the pause, that's fine. But I'm just being. I'm resting in the pause. Next is breathing in. We're going to breathe from deep in our diaphragm. This is the practicing each time, trying to breathe there. And we're breathing in slowly from the bottom up for a count of 6. So try to breathe deep for a count of 6. And then at the top, we'll talk about that moment at the top after. But when you're breathing in, all movement is through your nose. And any time in this practice, you don't have to sit still like this. You can always be flowing and moving however feels right to you. So, breathing in for that count of 6. Noticing the air, noticing where it is in your body. And your goal is to breathe deep into your diaphragm down below and to be filling your cup up from below. to the top. You're trying to not breathe just from your chest. And this, which can be challenging, and that's okay. Each breath that you breathe in, you're practicing breathing deep first and up. At the top of the breath, so I'm breathing in. At the top of the breath, it's a short pause, not a long pause like the exhale pause. Short pause, noticing, okay, this is what I've received. This is what I've gathered from my breath. This is what I have within me in this moment to give. So you're pausing, you're aware, just for a moment. Then, part 3, giving. You're still breathing through your nose, and tongue goes to the top of the mouth, jaw relaxes. And then you pause again. And that toning moment, that's the humming moment, it can be anything you want. Anything that wants to come forward from you in that moment in terms of the sound can. It's improvised. You're not thinking about what you're creating. If it's not a performance, it is just in that moment after you've considered what you want to give. It's what comes forth through you, what feels good to you. Maybe you want to hum low. Because you're giving what your vocal cords and what you also need. And maybe you want to go high. Pause. Breathe in for 6. Notice. Tone. Pause for 6. Breathe into your diaphragm. Movement is always okay. Breathe in deep in your diaphragm, slow. Notice. And I